Hold your horses. Before we go into the Whalebone in Downham Market, I just want to say that so far, since being here for the second time, it's unbeaten weather. Let's take a look inside. This time I found the plugs. Last time I couldn't find it. It's amazing. This is my sausage chips and beans and my Pepsi here. This time it turned up perfectly, which is fantastic. Didn't take too long. There we are. That's the table that I'm at this time. A brief view of that. The toilets are just over there. The entry is just there. Tea machine's just there, and the garden is just out there. It looks fantastic from here, but I'm sure it's going to look fantastic in the summer. Well, if you ever come to the Whalebone, it's definitely worth a trip here. Definitely this time around, second time visit. For me, personally, I would say near enough 8 out of 10. I'm going to sort of rate it, kind of. So, yeah, it's definitely worth it if you ever want to come here. Thank you very much. Problems for the chef. So, yeah, there you go. I would like to say a huge thank you for all of you watching, whether you watched the Downham Market video or the tour on the way to Downham Market. Starting in Haverhill. But yeah, if you ever come to the Whalebone, definitely worth a trip. Very warm atmosphere. The food was great. Sausage, chips and beans was great. The salad was fantastic. It was just a great visit. So yeah, and the staff were great as well, I have to say. Not to say no more than that, but of course what I would say is thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll be in the spoons near you. The next one will be coming up soon, maybe on this video or maybe on a future video, but we normally have 2 spoons per video, but we tend to keep it very short as well. But yeah, just look at the background. Would you ever come to this location here? This camera is actually stood up by a table which I've actually plugged in the device to get an electric kind of feel. Not only that, but really to charge the phone up. Yeah, but the only disappointment I've noticed is that there's sort of a lack of Wi-Fi. You have to use 4G. Even on 4G, it's not great in here. But if you go outside, 4G will work. But inside, even there's a few issues with cloud that I've noticed. But apart from that, overall, fantastic visit. Definitely worth coming to. Hello and welcome to this spoons here. This is one of the biggest spoons that I've ever come across here, and what a fantastic view you get from the top here. I can remember years ago there used to be a DJ booth just there, and it got moved to the further part of the dance floor, but it's now a seating area. As you can see, people are sitting sort of in that area. I can imagine what it would have been like when the discos were raving and all that kind of thing. Let's hope and pray that may come back in the future. I don't know at this stage, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the top bar here on a Tuesday makes a change. For the moment, is still up and running. Obviously, there is a bar number 2 there, but I think it's depending on the staff whether they are actually going to open. The screens are still here, up in the top bar, but in this section, there's no screens whatsoever. But lovely paintings, I have to say, of this area here. And you get another good view here of this bar here. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Just imagine what it would be like if the disco does return. That's where the dance floor would be if it was to start again. And that's where it was as well. But yeah, this is the downstairs seating. There is another seating just down there as well. The toilets are just down to the left if you want the ladies, and the right is that way as well. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. Just a short visit to the Spoons, named the Regal, which is home to what was a cinema back in the day. I can't remember exactly where it was. It might have been this side, it might have been that side. And there used to be a cinema on many years ago when this first opened, or before this was actually open. It's time to have a bite to eat here. Would you care to join me? I think I'll use that as a slogan. Do you care to join me? One other thing to mention very quickly before I go, because I am seriously out of time here. Just remember where you see all this, by the way. It's absolutely brilliant. It really is sort of a romantic sort of setting in this area here. I'm being watched by the cameras there. But anyway, I would say that it is better to use the Wi-Fi here than it is in that direction. Sometimes the Wi-Fi, even cloud, doesn't work from time to time. It does work sometimes, and other times it doesn't. I just want to clarify that, even if anyone is from this Spoons watching right this minute, they need to be aware of that. But of course, by the time of this video, it might have already been fixed, so I don't want to say it's not fixed when it is fixed, if you know what I'm saying. Right, Nick Coffee ending it here. I think that's well deserved for 99p. One day, who knows, somebody can order one on the app for me from another location. That is possible, by the way. Why not try it? Give it a try. Why not? Have a go. Don't be shy. Give it a try. Do you care to join me? See ya. Ta-da. Good night. Or good day, whatever setting you are at. It is Tuesday the 8th of February 2022. What's actually going to happen is on the 28th of February, that being a Monday 2022, that all the prices that have been at a cheap rate, like the sausage, chips and beans for $3.99 for example, or the fish and chip meal for $3.99 plus a drink, will probably change from the 28th of February 2022. So as of that date, probably the price will go up. I'm only guessing now. So I'm going to drink the rest of this. Do you care to join me? This is the sort of secret part of the Spoons. Normally it's filled up with a lot of people, but today being a Tuesday, you can hear the noise in the background, so there are people here, just in case you think it's empty. But yeah, it's a lovely little area. Just as well, I can film it when no one's around. And the best bit about this seat in particular is table number 5. I'm sat at here, drinking my, what feels like a Costa coffee or a Greg's, but actually it's a Witherspoon's takeaway cup. How many spoons do actually have one of these? You can literally take these away with you, but actually what I would actually say is that you can actually drink them inside. I don't think anyone's going to mind really, because you've actually bought it really
in that sense. We bought the coffee, so you know, for the price of 99p, we can't go with that. But anyway, but it's nice to know about that. And yeah, that's my mess there. I'll put that away. Anyway, that was my extra beans that came with my meal. Of course, they're getting rid of the sachets by introducing bottles instead in this crazy world. But yeah, like I say, I will miss those sachets though if they do go. But yeah, that's my charger over there that I was actually using at the Whalebone earlier on, and I plugged it in safely and securely. The only problem is the USB on that plug, the USB just there in the middle doesn't really work, but of course the other plug bit which the charger is plugged into does actually work. So yeah, making the most of it here in February.
Thanks all the same for joining us here on Touring with us with the back-to-back Spoons tours. Hope you enjoyed it, hopefully more in depth soon, but we're only doing snippets at a time. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to us free of charge on our YouTube channel, and that would help boost our subscribers. Also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Goodbye from me, and do you care to join us next time? And on behalf of Touring With Us team, we wish you well until next time. Hopefully you see us out and about soon, maybe on our videos or lives, or actually in person. See you next time.